everyone, welcome back to the Foolish Mortals, and let's go back to the manor because I want to see if the doors to the brothers... Ooh! Nice. To the brothers' room are open, and what basically
changed. The
changed.
chalkboard was blank, presumably waiting a decorative welcome for the infernal marriage of an evil phantom to his curse.
What we need to do right now, we have to ask brothers where are the Sceleton Keys. And to do it, we need to do spiritual science. So we need tea leaves, a crystal globe, and then letters. So I think that the letters would be probably the telegraphs. The crystal globe would be, unfortunately, I think, to do with the granny goldfish from the jewelry shop. And
The door
still
was
locked. Okay, no matter. The tea, I have this vague thought that I saw somewhere something related to tea, because I was talking about the smell of the tea, but it might have been different game. And it must be a used tea. What's the necklace?
It was a handmade necklace of a wooden compass broken in two.
Oh. Okay, so this is the sailor. Let me give it to him.
Walking back into the ballroom, the throng of wedding guests had dispersed to their guest rooms, where preparations for the wedding were gathering speed like a boulder rolling down a mountainside, and I felt like I was
Because the bride and the groom, original groom, had this kind of necklace broken into... Oh, I cannot go up? Jesus.
The table was too low.
Okay, what's wrong?
Good evening, Mrs.
Chairs at the far end, tables on the left. Oh, it's
Where have all the guests?
to their rooms to get ready. Here I am tidying up after the waltz while they...
How long?
Just a few hours. Oh, good gracious, a few hours. And they're still... I'm sorry, but I can't stand around chitter-chat.
You seem...
Correct. And with all due respect, and I'm sure we can both agree much respect isn't due at all, talking to you only make...
Come on.
You need to find a...
I don't think people realize how this job takes a toll on... My doctor told me I need to rethink my diet, so I've decided to go more continental, by which I mean a glass and a half of wine with each meal and polishing off the bottle before bedtime. A la Francais.
Okay, you're a raging alcoholic, my dear.
Where's the wedding cake?
I had to hide...
Hide it?
Somebody had already helped themselves to a slice of cake, and I bet...
Oh,
That horrible pock boy. Then perhaps the Queen of Hearts had good reason for her frame.
I'll leave you to get...
How thank...
The table was too large.
Okay, nothing in here. I cannot get to the groom then. Maybe I need to give it back to Miss Belmore. Abigail. Because I don't remember whether or not he had his half.
Abigail's ghost was once again back in her bed. The minutes left before he married her were falling away like
I think I can give it to her because I don't have the access to the groom.
Abigail wasn't wearing the other half of the necklace, but from the corner of my eye, I noticed that her reflection was. The necklace I was carrying exactly matched the one around the neck of the bride's reflection. This must have belonged to the sailor. It was time to reunite it with its other half.
Aww. Still beyond me why she has different hair color in every picture. She was more like auburn in the pictures in general.
As the reflection disappeared back into the mirror, I looked at the dresser and saw that something had been left behind. A
The
small ivory comb.
Nice.
I didn't think Abigail would mind.
No idea what I want to do with that, but... No, I don't want to go there. There's nothing interesting. There's no boy. Let's go to the city. Probably a lot changed. And I have vague feeling that I should go to the Dead Needle. Yep, here it is.
Life continued on in Dead Nettle, its citizens oblivious to the supernatural struggle. Even with their predilection for local legend, I doubted they'd...
Hi Ned, let's give him the update. And probably borrow even more tools.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I didn't think I'd be seeing you again, Mac. I thought you'd be
That's so
swimming
nice.
back to the mainland. Or, well, swimming with the fishes. How's the auditing going?
Well, I quit my job.
You quit? I thought that was the whole reason you were here in the first place.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Why you doing this, Mac? Don't you have a family you need to get back to? Away from the ghost stories?
I don't have any family. I never have. I was found.
Found?
As a baby, I was left on the doorstep of an orphanage with just a blanket and a piece of paper with my name on it. Growing up, I always felt alone, like I was missing someone who loved me. The last orphanage I was in was above a bookstore called Eerie Echoes, and I used to pick up the dime novels that got thrown out at the end of each month. My favorites were always the scary ones.
Why did you like the scary stories so much?
I felt like if I could read the scariest story I could find, it would make my life at the time seem a little less scary by comparison.
That's heartbreaking, Mac.
But that's why I'm still here. I always wanted to be in one of those stories, and now I am. I don't have much of a past, but this is a chance to make myself a future.
Well, hope you find what you're searching for. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I like having tidbits about his background, because so far he was a little bit bland. But that actually make him more of a, carved out person. Let me think.
I think I might know what happened at Belmore,
I've told you, Mac. I don't want to hear no more about it.
but I think I know who the Phantom is.
Murphy, don't even say the name. I've seen that aberration once, and that was enough. I saw those faces laughing at me every night for months. I won't go through that again.
Ned's fear was real. I can only imagine what 3 decades of those faces would do to a person.
Maybe Murphy is a lost child relative of the Belmore family. Maybe he will find his family in the Belmores.
Do you remember the Belmore Trading Company ever unloading a coffin at...
You know, now that you mention it, yeah. Back with Belmore's flagship, the SS Mysterium, came back into port a few days
Mysterium.
later. And Mr. Rackham rustled up a bunch of us roustabouts to help unload it. Way earlier than we used. Yeah, I remember that morning. It's almost as much as the bonus pay we got for the early hour.
Did you find out?
I don't think we paid it much mind. It was rare, but people did die at sea back in those days. Although saying that, I don't remember any fanfare about it, but it must have been someone important in there.
Or something. Still,
You won't believe this, Mac. Squibb's record was ruled invalid. He was overheard down at Spinelli's bar boasting about how he put ball bearings inside the Pencosa to make it heavier. Can you believe the nerve of some people?
the despicable
It means I'm right behind you, buddy. Just one lucky catch, and I'll be bumping you.
Is that a grill you've got?
14 hours out here will give anyone an appetite. I'm not giving up just yet, but it'll be supper time soon. You're welcome to join me.
I kind of think that you are missing the calls here.
Do you miss working?
I wouldn't give up fishing for it, but I have good memories of those times. Good, honest teamwork. Working outdoors, see, though, to be honest.
I think it sounds like you just miss being young. Because honestly, it sounds like a terribly tough job.
Catch you later.
See you around.
Not like the fishing is actually not that easy, but still. Okay, is there any new news? Or still about my success with faking the fish?
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, it showed the beaming face of a
Oh, what a piece of junk. So much as a nudge and the whole thing locks up. Work, damn you!
That almost hit me.
Almost isn't good enough. A few inches over and we could have had a lovely headline about a gory workplace accident.
Lady,
What
no.
seems to be the problem?
The till coil snapped off and almost had my eye out.
Your eye?
Can you believe it? I try to get a story that's fit to print and instead the printing press has a fit. Why can't I get one of those electric machines like they've got at the New Orleans Post? Hands off, McAllen.
Can I help fix?
The press needs a new coil, but the only manufacturer is an 82-year-old machinist in Boise, Idaho. Getting a replacement will take weeks.
Give me a... Let's see. Traditionally gunpowder, because it's the answer to everything. Auger
Maybe if I put that there.
and a screw jack, and I can fix it.
Can I help fix?
Maybe.
Doesn't seem like I can grab any papers in here, because I was thinking that if we need the letters to communicate with Cecil, maybe the telegrams would be also good. Okay, let's see what else changed.
Oh, look who's returned.
You're totally related to the lady from
Good
the...
evening, Felix.
Remind
Russian.
me, did you say your name was Captain Knott?
My pseudonym. That's right, for marketing purposes.
Because I've been doing some research in the club archives, and it seems as though we already had a Captain Knott as a member about 10 years ago.
That would be my father, Captain Knott Sr. I'll pass on a hello next time I see him.
42 years as a captain, sailed each of the 7 seas.
That's the one. More at home on the waves.
It says in the records that he's deceased.
Might be harder than expected to pass on that hello, actually.
Drowned, apparently,
A mighty struggle.
while taking a bath.
Mainly a struggle with the plug, really.
Look, I'm on to you, Sonny. When Mr. Perkins gets back tomorrow, we'll be having an investigation. Captain Knott, or not a captain.
And until then,
Enjoy the club.
See? Wasn't that hard?
avast,
Oh, people!
mateys! Shiver me timbers! 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, me hearties.
Dude.
Yo-ho!
What on earth are you talking about?
I think your lighthouse might have lured in a loon, Moot.
I thought you were captains. Isn't this how captains talk?
Definitely
Not
not.
outside of Treasure Island, novel. Do you expect us to carry parrots on our shoulders, too?
I tried that once in my life, and all I got was excrement down the back of my blazer.
Oh, right. Good evening.
It's about time you got here. I've been waiting.
You have?
Darn right. Give me another sarsaparilla, and be quick about it. You're a captain? Do they give you a free pair of floaties with your license now?
Are you a...
I was, a long time ago. Captain Cuthbert Moots. Now I'm the island's lighthouse.
How come you're not cap...
I had a bit of a... with a lighthouse.
If only lighthouses had some way of warning you. The lighthouse keeper's nostrils huffed like a bowl of...
After I crashed the ship, I lost my job with the Belmore Trading. What's more, I was taken off the Belmore wedding. I've spent one disappointment after another ever since. I used to be a king of the waves. Now I'm a bigger...
How did you not see the light...
I was busy at the time.
What you were busy with, dude? And the lighthouse is off. When I was in the fort, it wasn't shining, so you're not doing good job.
But you managed to keep your...
In a manner of speaking, the captaincy board has a sense of irony. After I crashed into the lighthouse, they made me take the job of lighthouse keeper to main...
Then shouldn't you be at the fort if you...
Oh, it's a dreary place, and there's a damn fleabag cat there that
How
won't
dare
leave me
you.
alone. Anyway, if the fog comes in, I'll switch the light on.
That's like people who don't like them, I feel. Because those people usually give them the space, and cats are like, you're actually quite respectful with my boundary, let me just sit on your face.
What's wrong with the cat?
Blacktail? You see these scratches? The damn thing jumps for my head every time the badge on my hat catches the light.
You worked for...
Once upon a time, I was the captain. I'm Captain Moore. I might look like I should be hawking fish sticks at a market stall, but back caviar in the finest restaurants, champagne at the... Oh, one little bump through...
I take it the captain's club...
It did once upon a time. This place used to be a model of a club. Now the only thing it'd be modeling would be a card...
So you weren't invited to...
No, I was years of captaining their flagship, and then I get forgotten like a dirty sock. I tried to convince Mrs. Craddock to add me to the list, but she's got a heart colder than a penguin's...
I was invited to the Belmore wedding.
What? You never told me that.
You never asked. Yeah, not a direct invitation from the Belmores, but I was invited as a +1.
Who invited you?
A little lady named Tallulah
Ooh.
LaRue.
Why didn't you go?
You dodged the
She
bullet.
scared the hell out of me.
You really, literally dodged the bullet. What a smooth voice.
Isn't it lucky that you didn't go to the Belmore?
Lucky? How about
Because the whole wedding, their lives were stolen from them, their souls trapped. If you'd have...
Oh, it just would have been nice to feel included.
Is there a way into...
Not without the key. And I'm... You know the reason for the big walls, the sturdy gates, the barrels to keep people out.
Can you turn on the lighthouse?
I don't know if you know how lighthouses work, but they only need to be lit up when
Oh,
visibility
okay.
is... As far as I can tell,
And
it's
then
a clear
people are
night.
crashing to them.
So until I see fog pouring...
I better be...
So long.
Oh, what kind of...
The trophy was a...
That trophy belongs to the club champ, and as I'm club champion,
I want to
The
to
trophy
see
was a
this.
solid metal sphere in the shape of a billiard ball.
Okay.
While I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't... The billiard table was all... The stocky man stood over the billiard table, wielding his cue like a staff, his eyes assessing the
I love billard.
Good evening.
good evening, Captain McCallan. Captain Gifford Pemberley at your service. That's right. I expect you've heard of Master of the Mississippi, Tamer of the Tennis, Cuddler of the Colorado. Care to hit the table with me?
That's a very nice trophy in the...
Well, it didn't start out as a trophy. We needed something spherical, so we just gilded a cannonball from over at Fort Delamore, polished up like a trombone in a marching band. A lot of elbow grease went into that shine, and currently these wrists have enough lubrication for a 12-lane bowling alley.
Are you saying that's your trophy?
That's right, boy. Champion billiards player of the captain. Keeps the other captains on their toes. Or peg leg in the case of wooden...
Surely he can't like being called that.
Too true. I think his peg leg is actually ceramic, but then the alliteration doesn't work.
I'll join you in a game. What are we playing?
Billiards.
Should I set her up?
It is set up. This isn't American billiards, boy. We're a fine
no.
game which requires only 3 balls.
What?
White for me, a yellow for you, and a red we share.
I haven't heard of English.
I learned it when I toured the gambling halls of London back in 19... It's a game with far more depth and skill than
I have no
pool
idea
or
if that's true.
snooker. Points are awarded not just for potting, but by the flair with which strikes are accomplished. More points can be earned with a fanciful shot than by a simple pocketing.
Sounds
So
fake.
I'm not
but
trying to
might be
get the
true.
balls in the little...
Look, I think we might be a bit out of your depth with this. Why don't we keep it simple? The winner is the one who can bounce the red ball off the cushions the most times.
I can do that.
Then let's play. I'm afraid it'll have to be with dry cues. For some reason, the billiard chalk's gone.
I wonder how that happened.
Sevens! Something to be proud of.
Huh.
Threes. Too bad, Captain McCallum. It seems my standing...
Can we talk about other
Hello
things
again,
too?
Cap.
Welcome back.
Are you a famous riverboat captain?
You have...
I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of experience with...
Don't tell me you're one of those jelly-legged...
Jelly leg? At least we sea captains do proper sailing. With charts, by the stars, across vast seas and oceans, hundreds
Right
of miles
into the
from land.
lighthouse.
You riverboat, upriver, or...
Don't listen to him. He doesn't understand the perils of the riverway. I got my start in Baton Rouge. All I needed to do was teach the Mississippi that I was its If it wasn't going to do as it was told, it would get a damn good spanking until it fell in love.
Have you been a...
I'd say so. I got my license when I was 25. When my uncle Augustus passed away, I sold his gumbo restaurant and purchased a... I ran pleasure cruises up the waterways of
Are you still a captain?
Technically, but it's hard to put into practice when you know...
What happened?
I got a little overconfident drinking whiskey and gambled my riverboat away. My
Oh.
wife left me because she said I had a... But I still think I can win her back.
Were you the former?
That's the one, dear boy.
So you must be interested in...
I beg your pardon.
Having named your riverboat...
It's not named after... It's named
Oh,
after
no.
bourbon, gin, tequila, whiskey. Those are the spirits that haunt me.
There was an animated movie, Consuming Spirits, which was playing double meaning on the name Spirits too, because it was also about the soul being consumed, but also touching on the problems of alcohol. I don't remember much of it, but I remember that when I watched it first time, I was fairly emotional.
Are you going to
And
patch
lost.
things up with Mrs. Pemberley?
Oh, I'm trying. I had a bouquet of flowers delivered to her this morning.
Is there a florist in...
No, I just took them out of that window box over by Moot. Don't tell Felix, or they'll end up on my tab.
I best...
Farewell.
Let's go to the balcony. What's in the window?
Empty of flowers, I could see that the window box was securely attached to the club's mason. Empty of flowers, I could see...
Hey, I know that I shouldn't be using the gunpowder, probably. Even though I want
That
to.
didn't work.
Okay, let's go. I don't need the flower pot anyway, currently, so... Wait, is it? No, it's not. Hello, ferryman. What's up?
Hello.
Hello, chum. Look at...
Then
come set sail with Crab Macready.
Crab's breath hit my face like a custard pie. A cloud of air reeking of cigarettes and...
Look, here's a promotional flag.
I'll treasure it.
Now, I can take you anywhere on the coast. Will you look? Do you have a partner or an illicit liaison in mind? I do have very romantic sense.
Is this your favorite? It looks like it's held together with spit and glue.
That's right. But rest assured, my spit is from... You find yourself aboard the Creaky Crab 2. I am her captain.
What happened to the
Crab
first
Macready.
one?
I
Dude.
get most of my business ferrying over to the mainland when the...
What happened to the...
That's it over there, with its bow peeking out of the water. I was out in the bay last Mardi Gras and looked down into the inky depths. Honest to God, I saw a mermaid staring back at me. I rushed back into Dead Nettle with such fervour I forgot to slow the engine once we reached the docks.
Was it really a mermaid you saw?
Nah, turned out I'd forgot to take my wig off from the costume contest that night, and I'd just seen my own reflection.
I want to know what the costume was, because it sounds interesting.
Are you a member?
Oh, they banned me, those... That Felix is...
What happened?
There used to be a club parrot called Squawkin' Hawkins, until he was taken away. Bird napped. See, I'm a big bird lover. They're very intelligent creatures, and I used to try to teach him poetry. Well, Felix Greer wasn't having none of that. I think he was getting jealous that the bird had more brains than him. He kicked... Well, I got a little upset, like anybody would. Words were exchanged. The cheek of it. Kicking me out when I'm a hard... That landlubber would get seasick using a washcloth.
Why do you like birds?
They're the sailors of the sky. You tell me, have you ever looked an emu in the eye and not felt a sense of kinship? Seen that look that says it wants to explore?
I've never imagined an emu thinking anything different to that.
I love anything with a beak, except platypuses. Don't get me started on them.
Oh no,
Now,
they're
I take it
cute!
upon myself
They're
to look
so
after
weird,
the feathered
though.
friends on this island. Squawkin' Hawkins have a name for every seagull that flies over Dead Nettle. And
Doris?
Doris the chicken, over at Baxter's Mill.
The one we stole the feathers from. Do you know that platypus, the male ones, have actually venomous claw on the back of their leg? That's actually so weird. They're such a crazy little thingies.
I'd like to...
Sure, give me a map of where you want to go and I'm the best ferryman this side of the Gulf.
I thought it was called the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, sure it is now.
I'll talk to...
Goodbye.
Okay, so we don't have the map.
Puppet show hadn't...
Puppet show haven't started. Let's see what's up with the doublons.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Good evening.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for...
No, unless they're the gem-encrusted keys to a lady's heart. I'm a jeweler.
Have you heard of something called the Coffin Stone? Jasper's eyes grew to double their size with a look of both excitement and...
How do you know about...
I'm starting to think it's real.
I thought you didn't believe my tale about...
I do...
Then I'm happy to tell you everything I know. Now,
Oh.
don't be telling anyone this, But I've read the captain's log, and the coffin stone was what murdered my great-great. Try telling people that a little bit of rock could allow a single pirate to overrun a galleon, and you're laughed at. But that's exactly what he says happened. 86 crew members, all killed by a magic
Who was wielding
a pirate called Captain Sceleton. Truth be told, he wasn't much of a pirate for the first years, but almost overnight, he became the most feared.
What happened to him?
And
the stone?
Nobody knows that either. But if you hear anything...
How come you're...
Well, the wife's gone to visit her cousin Winnie for a few days. And if I stayed in my
Aw.
bedroom, I'd just start going loopy.
Aww.
I think I'll just look around.
I'm here if you need.
It's always so cute when you see the elderly couples that are holding hands, walking together. You know, just kinda growing old together.
There is no way I could carry a fishbowl full of water and a live gold. If I wanted it, the goldfish was going to need a new home.
Maybe the square one, because the bowls are actually unhealthy for goldfishes. And fishes in general. Like the betta fish should also have the squarish aquarium. Let's see if there's anything new.
The
Oh,
tide
there
was
is.
still high as I returned to the Causeway Beach, while the sands were now the purlieu of a rather strange gentleman jabbing at the rocks with a...
That's probably the scientisty person.
Careful where you...
Or he's look.
Another one.
Another what?
A pebble. Don't step on them.
Pebble.
There are pebbles all over this beach. There's not many places I could...
But they could be important.
I thought that you were looking either for the treasure or for the, how they are called, sand fleas? Those small crab-like creatures that people are feeding sometimes to bigger critter in the terraria.
My name's Murphy McCallan. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. Hello. Pleased to meet you. I'm Muffy Carlyle.
Wait, I think I've heard of you. Doesn't your family run a banking firm in New York?
That's the one. Are you familiar with the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
Actually, the reason I remembered you was because I was amazed the owner had a son named Muffy.
It's a nickname. Nanny gave it to me because my ears were always cold.
What's so important about the pebbles?
It's not the pebbles themselves. It's what's inside them.
What's inside the pebbles?
Dinosaurs.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
looking for the
I think
fossils.
I'm missing something. You think there are dinosaurs?
Not living. They're extinct.
Oh, you're a fossil hunter?
That's right. But this beach seems terrible for them.
Why is this beach?
Too many people wandering across here. The place has been picked dry. I need somewhere secluded. A beach no one ever goes to. Are you from around here? Do you know anywhere like that?
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, do let me know if you find anywhere. I'd pay a pretty penny to go somewhere with potential.
Have you found me?
Only one. It was in our flower garden.
Fascinating.
In a plant pot.
A plant pot?
Yes. Nanny told me she planted it there for me to find.
Aw.
Couldn't stand the look of disappointment on my face.
Oh, this was when you were a child.
Oh no, you don't have the nanny. Come on, dude. It was actually fairly easy to find fossil, at least few years back when I was younger, around here. I think that it depends where you're looking, but like slight small fossils like the plants or like small mussels, then yep.
Have you been out here long?
Just a couple of hours. Rufus dropped me off.
Dropped you off, but
I didn't come via the causeway.
you have a boat?
The plucky plesiosaur. I named it myself.
Do you work?
That's right. I'm executive.
And what exactly does that?
Oh, I'm not in touch. But Papa does say it requires me to be out of the office as much as humanly possible. Muffy, he tells me, if I have to see your face around here, I'll end up moving to... no, even if I'm not sure exactly what my job is.
Honestly. And then Papa passes and he doesn't know what to do with
Well,
himself.
good luck.
I'll never give up.
Poor baby. I mean, not poor baby, but still.
I picked up the vacuum flask from the... I glanced at the book's cover and was more than surprised to read the title, Dunstan the Dinosaur, above a drawing of a bulbous yellow triceratops walking on two legs.
This is the crazy boy. Let's see if anything's up with the port. No kitty.
I already...
You always can have more gunpowder, okay? In the pockets. Let's see what's up with the
Returning
church.
to St. Juniper's church, it was clear by the illuminated windows and the repetitive hum of a newly placed generator that the rum runner...
Okay, there's one fuse.
I couldn't do it. I didn't need the fuse.
You always need a fuse.
Musket! Did you hear that?
Will you stop twitching, Morris? You're making me nervous.
Sorry, boss. I just don't know if we should be doing this.
Doing what?
Using a church for morally dubious activities.
shouldn't.
Theology
You
lays out
would be
pathways and guidelines to keep us on the moral road to
Cute, you
righteousness.
see that?
Did one of those barrels hit you on the head, Morris? Quit your belly aching. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm getting the spooks, boss. This church has a lot of dead people. What if they don't like us being in here?
Is that what you're worried about? Ghosts ain't real. Now hush up about it.
I don't know, boss. The scientific consensus on paranormal activity still seems to be inconclusive. I read a book about it last week, and it's really giving me the
Don't read
heebie-jeebies.
book like
What
this.
have I told you about reading? It's no good for you. It gives you delusions of grandeur and indigestion.
Sorry, boss.
Just for the sake of argument, this book you was reading. What did it say about ghosts?
It said that there are 3 signs for detecting paranormal activity.
What's the first sign?
First, the temperature drops as the ghost's presence descends upon the locality.
Well then, until we start getting the chills, there ain't nothing to worry about.
Do I want this crowbar? Probably I do. There's a fan. Collection plate. Barrel statue. Beautiful window. And very basic. I really do like stained glass. Hello.
It wouldn't have been wise to reveal myself.
Let's go to the cemetery and see what's up in there.
I couldn't see any... Whoever sealed it.
Hey Edgar, I'm sorry about the whole thing with
Good
the
evening, Edgar.
coffin.
Ah, blast it. I go all night as the only one in this cemetery with a pulse. Then here you are bringing me 2 steps closer to look. What do you want now?
Just taking a look around.
It won.
What do you do?
I thought the cemetery. What do you think I'm digging?
Who's this one for?
Reginald Goff. He was the state executioner in the next parish.
How did he die?
His last convict was a bit nervous about being executed by... When Goff asked him if he had any final requests, the convict asked if he could hold...
Shocking.
Then I've got Marigold McGee to deal with before I can clock...
What's so difficult?
She asked for her remains to be scattered across the...
That doesn't seem so bad.
The problem is she didn't want to be
Oh,
cremated.
gross.
The ghost story...
Well, I don't want to hear them. I don't like to think about...
Why not?
Because they'd be bad for business. I have my work cut out here with the dead. Imagine if they came back asking...
Has the cemetery been...
This cemetery is the whole reason Devil... Back when the mainland was first settled, they used to ship off the bodies of undesirables to be buried here.
Oh.
The criminals and paupers. St. Juniper's Church up on the hill was one of the first. So that's what this place became. A place where only Beelzebub himself would take the bodies that were the devil.
Creepy.
Creepy, but also wouldn't transferring the bodies from the mainland to the island be costly and potentially, you know, risky when it comes to the decay?
I think the...
What do you want me to... My job description says I deal with the outside. It's the vicar's responsibility. I'm just contracted.
Do you know what happened?
Foskett was his name. Disappeared along with it.
Did you get along with...
No! Miserable guy he was. Fortunately,
And under...
let's just say that one night,
I might have witnessed a certain clergyman through the vestry window. Off his head on communion wine, wearing a crinoline over his cassock, singing, "We three kings of Jackson Square." He couldn't look me in the eye. The only way we communicated was through notes on the parish bulletin board. And that's the way I like
Maybe we
it.
can have this board, and this board for the can be used then. We can use as a letter equivalent for the Cecil spiritual guidance.
There's a dead body over.
So, what do you want?
Shouldn't you bear?
If it manages to wander its way over here, until then, I'm not. I've heard the stories about the Phantom, and I'm not risking my shut-eye to rescue.
Do you know who the hang?
Beats me, but from what I've...
I best be wrong.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now that I'd looked upon the lifeless face of Comptroller Grimes, it didn't feel appropriate to give his coffin a wiggle.
Coffin is already closed, my friend.
The tin was full of nothing.
Oh, it's open. We can steal something from this.
I didn't need to drive the car.
Let's see what's up with the Baxter meal. Hey Doris, I'm sorry about the feathers. You're good chicken.
Doris!
Seriously. Oh, she did respond. Oh yeah, we probably need the crowbar to get inside of this door.
It was an empty vacuum flask. It was the cotton flag that Crab, the ferryman, had given me, embroidered with his company logo. It was an ivory comb.
I don't think I have anything to use in here. Not much changed. Oh no, she's here!
The wood was old and rotten.
Baby. Oh! Oh, it's broken.
My trek through the bayou was easier on the return. My destination glowed green through the bald cypress trees. And then I
Ominous.
saw why. The Spirit Queen was now a smoldering wreck, the embers of the green fire still glowing from within.
What about the alligator? Is he okay? That's my only question.
I wondered if I could reach the telegrams.
Oh, he is okay.
Well, that answered that.
Did he eat them? Damn it. Maybe we can talk with Felix and he will say something interesting.
Hello again, Felix.
Hello,
How's the...
buzzing.
that lively?
No, I mean I just had to remove a wasp nest from the
Is the elevator still...
It hasn't been fixed for the last 7 months. I doubt it will
How did it break?
The city council rented out the whole club one day for a meeting to discuss some sort of insignia representing Dead Nettle's history. Unfortunately, the mayor misunderstood the brief and showed up with a seal of the aquatic type. 2 fins, whiskers, a little tricorn hat. Took the entire council to wrestle him back into the elevator and get him down to the docks. And do you know what the real cherry on top was? He got the animal wrong. Captain Snoops was a sea lion, not a seal.
What's the difference?
An I, an O, and an N.
Crab McCready told me you kicked him out of the club for
Yes, that's quite...
That doesn't seem very...
You didn't hear the poetry, if I may There was a young man from Bombay. Took the slow boat to China one day. He was pinned to the tiller by a frisky gorilla. And China's a bloody long way.
I see.
Apologies if we're in
Terrible.
disagreement about whether that sort of material...
Nope. Can't argue with that. Do you have any tips?
Is that what Pemberley's calling it? There is one bit of advice.
Oh, really?
Use the pointy thing to hit...
I best be casting off.
Farewell!
Let's go and analyze the billboard.
The
table
billiard
here.
table was already
We cannot say anything useful. Maybe Moot will
I had
say
nothing else
something
to say to
useful.
Cap.
Oh, the open window, maybe? No, it's just open for sake of being open, sorry. Okay, let's maybe go back to... to the manor. I think I haven't seen all of the places, and I can remind Parrish that he was not such a good person as he claims. Unless he changed.
Good evening, Father.
Hello.
Are you prepared?
In every way, we still haven't found.
Shouldn't you be?
The Lord giveth and the Lord. Furthermore, I have no idea where to look, but I would very much.
We three.
Oh, how drastic, no elastic, not very safe to wear. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came.
I best.
May God.
Good evening, Colonel.
What? Not until next.
Nothing in here.
This must have been the skeleton of the.
Can we cut the rope? Maybe we can cut the rope so he can be buried.
I didn't want to cut the skeleton down myself.
Damn it.
The tree was out of reach.
I kind of hope that you will do it so he can rest. Oh, no Tulula inside.
Now wasn't the time to rearrange.
You sure?
I wondered if the shelves held any. I didn't need to search for a book right now.
I think I haven't seen this toolbox or whatever that was. And it's
As I
nice and
descended
dry.
back into the cellar, the lack of mechanical noise quickly revealed that the barrel lift was no longer.
Okay.
Looking at the fuse box, it was clear to see why the barrel lift no longer moved.
No
the fuse
fuse.
had blown, taking the small glass cover with it.
And we can take Ram Runner's fuse, but probably we don't really need it. Currently, at least.
I took one of the fireworks.
Ooh.
The logo on the. I'd known a boy in elementary school with the same nickname. I already.
Okay. Can we take out the fuse that is not working? That's my question. Yes.
With questionable regard for my own safety, I pulled the damaged fuse. I didn't have it.
Oh, the shovel. I want the shovel. It's
Do you
always
mind if I borrow?
useful.
Oh, go right ahead. I already dug up the... It's funny. Even when things are dead, they can still cause trouble. Just look at this ghost.
Hello, Ru.
Hello again, Murphy. Have you given any more thought to my offer?
You mean the?
Well, you needn't put such a negative spin on. Personally, I think Death just got a bad...
I suppose if the Grim Reaper showed up in a glittery tuxedo jacket instead of a hooded cloak, we'd all be.
Exactly. We all have... I used to think we were reincarnated. But the fact that I have the same neck wrinkles and big belly, just now translucent blue, has certainly put the lid on that.
Why?
Well, it was more for the social aspect, really. We used to have monthly past life parties. There's something to do at the weekend. You dress up as the person you used to be. Until the...
What happened?
It was a disaster waiting to happen, to be... By the last one, we had 3 different members claiming to be... And they decided the best way to figure out who was genuine was by seeing who would be the first to reconquer Western Europe. We had one person claiming to be Ebenezer Scrooge, despite the stumbling block of his being a fiction. The final straw was that we had... They got in a fist fight outside the venue when Julius tried to jab Brutus with a French loaf from Bon Ton Bakery. He said afterwards he was just...
I think that you guys probably were Also, drinking, smoking, and otherwisely ingesting some of your poisonous plants in acceptable dosages, judging from what was going on.
Who did you?
Anne Boleyn's my best guess. She had green sleeves, didn't she? And I often have such a splitting headache that a whole beheading thing might come as a relief. How about you, Murphy? You think you had a...
If so, I can't imagine what I did to deserve. Can I attend?
If we get them up and running again, I don't see... You need to pay the membership fee, though. $50. I know. I thought it was expensive when I joined up, too. You only live one...
Who's the statue?
Oh, him. He's from an old Indian fable the Belmores used to have read to them as children. It was a gift Cecil Belmore gave his brothers a couple of years before he disappeared. Quite the conversation piece.
What was this?
A young Maharaja prince who sold his kingdom for a single coin, all so he could use it to save the love of his life.
How romantic.
I suppose, if you're into that sort of thing.
Well, no time to stop and smell the road.
Bye, Murphy.
I couldn't see anything I could do with the statue.
We probably can give him 1 coin if we had the coin. And that probably would do something, but I don't have any coin, so... I think I have no rooms left, right? I wonder where the maid went. Da-da-da-da. Let's see if anything new is happening in the altar and around the barn. Here she is, the nasty goblin.
Oh, it's you again.
Mallory, what are you doing here on the Belmore estate? I thought all the locals were too scared to wander around here.
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm having a tea party for my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
How cute. And what are you talking about with your new doll?
Our strategy for conquering mortal civilization.
Right.
It's rude not to introduce yourself, you know.
Mallory, have you been practicing ventriloquism?
Are you calling me a dummy?
You can talk?
I'm a head. Talking is one of the few things I can specialize in.
I didn't know that.
You didn't ask. My name, now that you're listening, is Sir Edward Teddington. Or as Miss Wisp here calls me,
Shrunken Ted.
You're not doing very much.
I couldn't get a handle on the physiology of it. No arms, hands, or esophagus makes this a little trickier than it used to be.
And I am drinking it. Watch.
Not a fan.
Maybe it's an acquired...
But an important one to acquire. Tea was the fuel of the British Empire.
Then maybe it would be better in a gas tank.
Mallory was handling the teacup with the tentativeness of a toddler being given.
Yeah, we need the cup of used tea.
May I have a cup of...
Nope.
Now, Mallory, what...
Oh, yes. How do I put this down? I'm afraid this is a private engagement exclusively for...
Precise. Remember, we may be planning on enveloping the world with a new totalitarian, but that's no reason. However, in this case...
Okay. I have to admit that maybe the talking head will have some positive impact on her. But maybe it will just make her political vicious beast.
Could I have your teacup if you're...
I am Well,
Okay, I can grab you some molasses to drink.
Mallory, don't you know about the...
You're asking a little...
Sorry, I don't want to...
Are you kidding me? I wrote a paper on it last semester that prompted a parent-teacher...
Haven't you seen...
The grumpy guy and the tall... Yeah, I've seen him through the window.
Doesn't he give you nightmares?
Sure does. But those...
Do you know
Unfortunate.
Why didn't you tell...
I did.
Okay, yes, you did, but...
I didn't think you'd be interested. Most grown-ups just...
So you can see...
Ugh, I wish I couldn't. Most of them don't shut up. Sebastian's the worst, the booger-brained big head. Thinks he knows...
But the ghosts weren't visible until I cast the summoning.
To you, maybe. I mean, they're a lot more...
The fact that I conducted an occult spell, knowing what I did about her, she probably did the same. It was Sebastian that.
I knew it! Well, that's it. He's going to the top of the hit. If you see him, tell him Pock's in for a shock.
So, Ted, that whole time.
Picking me up and stuffing me inside your vest without that's the living.
I'm very sorry. I've just never encountered a shrunk.
Maybe you have.
I suppose, but I can't go around introducing myself to every.
Did you just that subjective?
How did you end up as a shrunken?
Can you believe this, Mallory? Asking about physical impairment?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Well, me and the old boys were embarking on a race to the Caribbean, known as the Coconut Rally. 14 days, 14 islands, with only what you can carry on your back to sustain you. It was all going so well, until day 9, when I was told to seek out a tribe of pygmies. Perhaps I got a bit lost, because the village I found was populated by villagers of average height.
Didn't that clue you in that you were in the wrong place?
I thought maybe they were just exceptionally tall pygmies. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, you know. They were a very welcoming people, filling me up on pork and bananas and nice hot bath in a pot.
I cannot make it go faster. Sorry
they
for
held a
that.
different philosophy when it comes to head placement and proportion. Still, no use grumbling. That's not the British way. Stiff upper lip. That's what we need.
Ted.
I was brought back here on a merchant ship. Can you believe it? And saying I was only worth 2.
I'd say at least.
Exactly.
Chickens are very valuable. They can give you eggs. They can. I don't know. They can be chicken meat, but actually the eggs, I would say, are probably more valuable since this is like sure, constant source of food.
And now you're helping a little girl.
Look, I was a little late getting in on the British Empire. I don't want. This is my opportunity to get my.
More like your
Very funny. You really need to get to know me as a person.
Of course you're around. You're.
The joke's just.
Well.
Long live the sisterhood!
Nice. Yeah, I can see them as a kind of new British
Can we
Empire.
bribe the kindergartners and use them for
Do you mind if I take this?
Good idea. You can.
Okay, I will grab some molasses and give it to her so she can actually drink straight from the ground. Oh, the parasol. The umbrella is here.
I dunked the teaspoon. The parasol had landed decidedly out of reach.
That's so interesting. I never knew that any type of umbrella is called parasol in English. It's called the same in Polish, actually. Maybe it's from French or something. No, not to East Island. I wanted to give her molasses to the tea so she can drink it. She probably overbrew it if it's so bitter. On the other hand, I also don't like black tea. More like black tea doesn't like me, unfortunately.
Then we stockpile the phys ed equipment and use the hockey sticks as.
Quiet!
What did you just put in my tea?
Try it now.
Careful, Mallory. It could be poisoned.
Does this dope look smart enough to brew poison?
Good point. You'd probably give it a taste test. Bottoms up, my girl. Drink on!
It's really her best friend.
Mmm. Hey, that tastes pretty good.
I thought you'd like it.
Sure did. I drank the whole cup.
Let me clear this away for you.
Good, Butler.
Cool beans. I think I can summon the artist brother now, right? Or do we need to have all of 3 of them?
Welcome back.
I've brought you the tea leaves.
Wonderful. That will work to contact Yardley. Be quiet now, Murphy. I need to concentrate. Yardley Belmore, heed our plea. Where was your life stolen from thee? I sense a crypt, deep below the ground, where Yardley, unknown to him, has been drugged. Among alcoves of the dead, Yardley is still alive as brick by brick. He is being entombed within the crypt. The drug may wear off, but he has no means of escape. Trapped. Look at the painting. Yardley's body is still bricked up inside that crypt. The sanctuary crypt. You must find a way inside. There is a tunnel, once used for safety, but now used for salvation. Something in Yardley's bedroom will help you.
Okay. I have shovel and gunpowder. I can get anywhere I want. Okay. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I think that it aligns with what other people said.
Portrait had transformed to show the man.
Since, you know, as other people said, he was lured to the crypt. I think Ezra told about that. That Ratchet Rackham kind of wanted to show Yardley the crypt as a good scenic place for the play, but then oopsie doopsie, no one saw him again. Oh my god. I have a book here. Those are excessive.
I had more urgent things to do. It was a book on magic tricks, open to a double-page spread about vanishing illusions. Well, Yardley had... The chest contained only a myriad of theatrical...
If there's a safety tunnel, it's probably going to the church crypts.
I opened the tap on the nozzles hissed, a cloud of cold...
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Let me grab them in the flask. To the flask you go. I don't know why, but I will use it.
I collected the dry ice in the...
Nice.
Looking good, Murphy.
That's beautiful thing. If I had bigger place, I would definitely invest in this kind of shield thing thingy. It's so pretty. Okay, we are going to give our friends at the church the chills. Easy peasy. We're on fire. My mom taught in the school that was placed in the old palais, and there was also the rumors of safety tunnel underneath the lake. I kind of love those, rumors about weird stuff going on. Not suspicious at all.
I'm getting the shivers, boss. It feels like I got a brain freeze, and I ain't even slammed down a snow cone.
You don't got a brain to get froze. It is feeling chilly, though, ain't it?
That's the first sign of ghosts, boss.
Don't be a crybaby. But just for safety, what's the second sign of ghosts?
The ghost's presence begins to interfere with the electric fields. Most commonly seen manifesting as
Noise.
flickering lights.
Easy peasy. I'm on it. Let me just play with the fuses.
If flickering lights were what would scare the rum runners, it was time. I didn't need the I didn't need to take the faulty fuse again. I turned the dial to redirect the electricity through the...
Nice.
Boss! The lights are flickering!
The judgment is coming.
That's gotta be a coincidence.
Or a sign of ghosts!
What did you say the third sign of paranormal activity was, Morris?
The tolling of a bell!
If the tolling of a bell was the third sign of ghostly activity, it was time to ring in the witching hour.
The bell!
A chill in the air. Flickering lights. The tolling of the bell.
Do you think it's...
Ghost! Run for your life!
Perfect. Oh no, they took the crowbar. I thought that I might use it.
You blasted car!
Why are we not moving, Musket?
Because out of that long line of automobiles on Delancey Street, you decided to steal something less reliable than a politician's promise! Start, you rust bucket!
It started, Musket.
There we go. And now, we floor it.
Oh, I think they crashed. Oh no.
We crashed, Musket.
I can see that we crashed, Morris. Well, there's only one thing we can do.
What's that, boss?
Run for our lives!
You already cursed anyway, so... Collection
The collection plate was empty. A silver collection plate sat on the crate.
Okay.
I didn't need any more rum.
Sure.
Now wasn't the time for a... I couldn't see anything to do with the statue.
How about this statue?
If the statue held any secrets... The window is even more beautiful in person, adorning the altar below it like a crown. And that's when I noticed something. Below the window was a cross-shaped indentation in the wood that made me think something was missing.
Definitely.
I pressed the indentation, but it seemed like it was meant for something specific. At the back of my mind, I had the notion I'd seen a crucifix of the same shape somewhere before.
Really, I don't know. Oh, the
Taking
parish.
the book, I realized it was an old Bible.
Okay, let's go and give him the book. First, I will ask also the gravedigger if he knows anything about the crypt. He might be a good source of the information. Hi, Edgar.
Good evening. Is that the sanctuary crypt?
That's right. Must be.
Is there a way in?
Not that I know of. I've never been in there. There's a local legend that a tunnel runs in, but if it's real...
What's that carving on?
Beats me. Just a fancy... But now that you mention it...
Yeah, this is the same pattern as you could
I best
see
be running along.
on the
Goodbye.
glass, the stained glass window. Yes, the crowbar.
I picked up the starter.
Okay, let's go. Let's open the doors on the back thermal that I was trying to open all of the time, so many times. And if that doesn't work either, I will be very unhappy. Oh no, this is for the starting the car, right? Not for using it as a crowbar.
I needed to...
Okay. Never mind. I was wrong. Again.
It was strange to...
Let's go inside.
It was strange...
And to the trophy room we go. Yep, that's the crucifix.
Good evening. Hello. Do you know anything?
Oh, I certainly. When Devil's Rock was first colonized, the the monks provided luxuries like woven blankets, carved utensils, and certain brew.
By pirates?
Yes, but also by the European powers in the Caribbean. According to legend, the fort had a beacon. If it was lit, the light would shine through the church's rose window, and the monks could open a secret.
How did they...
Now, There's a mystery. Of course, the beacon was never lit while I was there. It hadn't been.
But the secret passage.
I can't say I know. It's an electric light now, of course, but I haven't the foggiest.
Who in.
That was Cecil Belmore.
Oh.
He was blessed with it. I was told the lighthouse needed to be upgraded to handle the ship traffic coming into Deadnettle for the Belmore.
My compliment may not have been entirely genuine, but my curiosity about its shape, which perfectly matched the indentation.
Pride is a sin, but I accept the duty of wearing it.
Could I borrow?
I'm afraid not. This crucifix is the only.
What would be more?
Well, I've misplaced my Bible.
On vacation?
Lost.
Do you need?
While I consider myself most familiar with the text, it would be very helpful to show blasphemous brutes like this gentleman across from.
Where did you lose it?
Well, if I knew. All I remember is that I placed it down as I stood in front of the rose window.
To be fair, I think that the only way to get this blasphemous gentleman with the Bible would be to hit him over the head.
I best.
May God be with you.
I don't think you will have the great success with our friend.
Is this the Bible you've been looking for?
My word, that it is, my boy. Oh, where did you find it?
Fallen down the side of a cabinet back in St. Juniper's church.
People do say they find faith in the most unexpected places, but down the side of furniture is certainly one of the most common. I'm most indebted to you. Is there anything I can give you to show my appreciation?
Actually, I did
I
have
want that
my
to
eye on
blink.
that crucifix you're wearing.
Ah, are you looking for spiritual guidance, my child?
Absolutely.
I will
Particularly if
look
it
into
guides
the
me to
blink.
something hidden in St. Juniper's church.
Then I shall give it to you with my
Aw.
deepest thanks.
Keep.
Let it guide you to where you want to go.
Do we have... Is it
It was
empty
an
or
empty vacuum
no?
flask.
Okay, empty. Let's grab more cold
What a
ice.
relief. My Bible returned to me. Why, if I hadn't gotten it back, we would have had to cancel the wedding.
Maybe I did not... I haven't done good after all. Let's grab more cold, dry ice. And we will do some mist for our friend in the Captain Club.
There was nothing to.
So he is going to lit that beautiful, beautiful lantern of his. Or I will need the key. One of the two. I kind of hope that after using this magical super duper spell for talking with ghosts, we'll be able to see Granny Ghost really being reincarnated in the goldfish, but no. At least not now. I don't see the place we can put it actually. Oh, I see the place we can put it actually, in here. Uh-huh.
The dry ice clattered into the.
Do we need to pour the water or something like this on it?
I thought it best to leave the dry ice. I had nothing else to say to. It was an empty soda bottle I'd found.
Okay, let's grab rum. Or the water from fountain. It should be enough. Actually. To make
I
ice
filled the bottle with.
evaporate a little bit. The bottle is the unspoken hero of this game. I use it all the time.
I poured the contents of the bottle onto the dry ice, and immediately it started to evaporate, filling the area with mist.
Nice. I'm afraid that the gentleman will notice once he will leave the club that there is no mist, but let's
Good evening,
try it out.
Captain.
If you...
Look, there...
I can't see any.
Maybe if you just stand... He looked at me like I'd served surf and turf to... You're not getting out of your...
Nope.
I better be...
So long.
Okay, I just need to switch off the fans and he will
I flicked the switch, turning off the...
feel a little bit hot. Oh, okay. Better this way. What do you think?
Waiter!
I'm not the waiter, but you can give me the key. Yes, gimme.
I told you, I don't work here.
Do you know how to work a lock at least?
Sure I do.
Right. Well, the fog's coming in, and someone needs to switch on the lighthouse light. I would do it myself, but that fort's danker than the inside of a sailor's trousers. Use this key to unlock the gate, then turn on the light with the switch on the ramparts. Think you can handle that?
Yes, I can.
I'm on it.
And I will pet the kitty on the way. There is very cute kitty living there. Good that I am such a trustworthy person that the gentleman did not have any issue with
The
giving
coat of
me
arms depicted 4 lions From the fort ramparts, I had an unobstructed view across the entire southeastern coast of the island.
Yeah, I can...
The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did, I knew from that evening's previous experience with firearms that 5 steps were required. Gunpowder, shot, ramrod, aim, fire.
Definitely will do so.
I turned the wheel, but...
Oh, okay, it worked. Kinda? Not this way? One more time. Perfect. We are not closing it. Or are we going to close it? Maybe we should. Oh, I don't even have the key anymore. And I haven't seen the cut. Oh, it's so pretty.
Walking into the church, I was presented with the sight of the stained glass window illuminated beautifully by the lighthouse beam.
What's written in there? The light find the cross, for the shall bring you safe passage, or something like this.
The crucifix slid smoothly into the indent.
Oh. What do I need to do? Do I need to make... I don't know what I need to do, but let's see what happens if I...
Pressing the button, I noticed something had changed in the stained glass window. Whatever mechanical process it used was a mystery to me, but pressing the button caused the panes of glass to tilt, ever so slightly, so that the white light from the fort was split into 4 different colors that seemed to dance around the window. With the lighthouse light illuminating the window...
Okay, let's see if we can actually... make it one color. Maybe that's the way. Or maybe it is not. I don't know what color are we going. Oh yeah, now I know. Oh god, I was so stupid. This needs to be red, this needs to be blue, this needs to be orange, and this needs to be blue too. And probably the touching points would be yellow. Okay, let's go.
With the lighthouse...
It took me a while, but you know, I'm getting there. Hmm? Almost good. Transfer that. Poo-poo.
With the lighthouse...
And here we go.
As soon as the plates in the stained glass window clicked into place, forming a translucent cross at the center, I heard a rumble behind me. The sound of antique machinery somewhere beneath the stone floor.
I don't know what's up with me, but I really am bad at picking clues in the part 2 of the game. Even though they are like served here, right in front of me, it does take me a while.
The uneven stone staircase descended beneath...
There are some evil eyes in here. Art.
I considered taking one of the skulls, but each seemed firmly immovable and...
Yeah, you shouldn't be desecrating the remains. Maybe have some.
The passageway twisted far away from the church, finally emerging in a round room lit only by a pale shaft of moonlight filtering through a narrow hole above. Tombs surrounded me in solemn silence. I had found the sanctuary.
Yep, we need to...
The brickwork was crumbling, and although I couldn't dislodge it with my bare hands, I could tell it...
Hey, just grab the shovel.
I needed to know what was on the other side of that wall, and this was a situation that called for some straightforward...
Let's appreciate that I'm not trying to use the gunpowder again, okay? Oh.
You're free now, Yardley. He can't keep you imprisoned anymore.
He put a lot of effort though to, like, put bricks around him after dragging him. Like as if he couldn't...
So you are the mortal who is trying to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor before me.
Rackham.
You know who I am. Surely you must also know that you have started down a foolish path. It will only end in your death, Murphy McCallan.
I know all about your plan, Rackham.
My plan will succeed, with or without your interference. I'm afraid you're making a terrible mistake, McCallan. For your own sake, I suggest you leave this island for good.
Never. Whether you like it or not, I'm part of this story now, too.
Don't let it be said I didn't warn you. If you're so interested in being friends with the dead, perhaps it's time you joined them.
Just as Yardley Belmore was entombed alive,
so shall you be.
No, we don't like being buried alive. Dude, what happened? Oh no!
Rackham's spell had transported me somewhere I couldn't immediately place. I was lying down, my arms pinned to the side of me, my hands only able to feel the grain of the wooden boards to the sides and above and below me. And then I heard the noise. Something thudding on the boards above me. That's when I realized I was being buried alive.
Okay. I feel fairly bad for...
That wasn't going to help me.
No. I feel kinda bad for the grave digger because he has horrible time.
Blowing up the coffin with me and... I pushed on the coffin lid with all my might, telling myself that an inch of cedar was all that separated me from...
Okay, what else can we do? The lever.
I fumbled in my pockets and took out the screw jack. With each crank, the pressure...
Oh no. Poor Edgar.
Hey! Could you get me out of here?
Murphy? What are you doing down there?
Trying to not be down here.
I'll go fetch a ladder. Don't go anywhere.
Where do you think I could go? Before I'd even reached the top of the ladder, Edgar had fled to the safety of his shack, far away from the grave where he'd inadvertently tried to bury me. But one good thing had come out of it. Now I had Yardley's key.
I don't understand why our bad guy is not checking the places he murdered the brothers in to retrieve the keys. Honestly. Especially since they have them on their
I
neck.
couldn't see any way to open whoever see.
Like, if you have... Okay, stop touching it. If you see that someone you murdered because you wanted their treasure has the necklace that is actually the very masterfully crafted key, then I would say take this key, but no.
Good evening,
maybe he's
Edgar.
not clever, evil person.
I found a way.
You got yourself in there? I thought that place was...
I certainly did. The pattern on the end...
Well, I'm envious, Murphy. That's
a dank old crypt?
For some, but I see a nice, quiet atmosphere. Those skeletons in there don't know how good they have it, in my opinion.
Can you believe you...
If anybody asks you, that never happened.
I best be wrong.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. I'm not telling anyone. Can I grab the fuses? No.
I didn't need to.
I wanted the fuse. Let's go and see what's up in the crypt anyway. Have the Yardley. Oh, nothing. Aside from the chandelier.
I examined the skeleton for clues, but only his key seemed of it. I couldn't reach the...
And we probably don't need the chandelier. I wouldn't mind having the chandelier, but we don't need it. I kinda wanted to open this door, so the access will be easier.
As I stepped across the stone threshold of the crypt, it struck me that I was the footsteps that Yardley never...
Okay. I think that's a good time for the break, especially since I need to kind of think what to do next, whether I should go for the Xavier or Cecile. I think probably Cecile, because I know what to pick, but... Okay, for now, I think that's all. Thank you for watching, and we will see each other next time. Bye!